So if you divided 1,000 by 30 hours, I'm making about $30 an hour. So that's not bad at all. Today, I am going to show you guys how I make an extra $1,000 on top of my 9-to-5 job, driving Uber as a side hustle. So I've been driving Uber for about a year now. I don't drive it very often, but in times that when I want to save up for something, I will drive really extensively throughout my week or a month. It takes a lot of commitment to do the job right, to earn a substantial amount of money. So I only drive from my house to my workplace, and then drive around my workplace before work, and then after work I would drive around 3 to 4 hours after work. And then the weekend, the best way for me as a family guy to make money in the weekend with Uber is to drive Uber in the morning, so I can save the time with the family during the day. So take this week for example, I only drive in the morning for a couple hours, like 3 to 4 hours, just driving people to and from the airport, because with a longer ride with no traffic during the weekend is actually the best bang of your buck for your time. Alright, let's review how much I earn in my highest earning week driving Uber. Alright, so as you can see, this week I earned $1,009.89 for the whole week. And make sure you say that $1,000 is not that much, right? But this is on top of my 9-to-5 day job. All right, this is on top of it. So having an extra 1,000 for that week make me feel like a champion. I don't know about you, but having one extra $1,000 in my hand, just knowing that I can use this $1,000 for a trip, or going put the money in investing, whatever. It makes me feel like a champion. Okay, let's break down exactly how much I earn on average per hour. So let's see here. $1,000. The time I spent online for the whole week was 48 hours. So it's approximately 50 hours, right? So you can see that I'm making about $20 an hour if you look at the online time. So in Uber, the online time is that when you turn on your app. But you can see that there's a active time is 30 hours and 21 minutes. So if you use that number as a standard for driving time, that's this 30 hours when you have a passenger in your vehicle, or you are going to pick up a passenger in your vehicle. So that's 30 hours. So if you divided 1,000 by 30 hours, I'm making about $30 an hour. So that's not bad at all. Alright, let's talk about time management. This is really important if you want to have a side hustle like driving Uber or Uber Eats, right? It's kind of like a gig economy. So I live in the Bay Area, in the San Francisco Bay Area. I start working in my office at 9 o'clock and I end my job at 5. So I usually wake up at like 4:30 and start driving at 5 o'clock. So from 5 to 9 is my Uber time. Okay, so I start driving from my house to the office, and along the way I can pick up rides along the way if I'm lucky. All right, and if I make it to the office early, I can drive around the office area to pick up rides as well. So the commute time in the morning is pretty profitable, to be honest. Now the second section of the day is the commute time after work. So you can start as early as like 3:30 or even 4 o'clock. But I want to keep my work honest, so I start driving after work, the official time, 5 o'clock. So from 5 p.m. to 8 or 9 p.m., that's my second window of earning for Uber. Okay, so let's take a look at the daytime. Okay, so let's see. Monday my online time is 14 hours and 37 minutes. I think I forgot to turn it off. But my active time is only 5 hours and 38 minutes. So that means that for 5 hours and 38 minutes, I have a passenger in my vehicle, or I have accepted a job and I'm driving towards the passenger. Okay, that's the active time. Okay, so I earned today, on a Monday, I earned 161 and 74 cents, right, for that day. And my active time is 5 hours and 38 minutes. So that's approximately $30 an hour. That's not bad at all. Okay, but as you can see, I drove a lot that day on the Monday. I think it's the first day of the week. I was like, I'm gonna go all out. So I remember I drove pretty late on Monday. So physically it's really demanding, right? Driving for, I don't know, 14 hours. Wait, let's say I drive 8 hours, right, that day, but I also work 8 hours in my office. So that means I actually work 16-hour days. Okay, so physically it's very, very demanding. Let's look at the second day. The earning is about the same. So the number in the second day is more realistic, right? So I have online time for 6 hours and 41 minutes and active time for 4 hours and 31 minutes, right? So this is more like realistic. So because you see actually like 1 to 2 hour with ideal time. So my online time is 6 hours, but my active time is only 4 hours. So I have spent 2 hours just waiting for the passenger to click on my vehicle to pick me, to give them a ride. Okay, but I live pretty far out in the suburb from the cities, so I spend quite a good amount of time from my house to where people are, where the businesses are. So 2 days is not a bad day at all, because like I said, I only drive commute time, the commute before work and the commute time after work. Okay, so Tuesday, very good day. If you calculate the total amount of earning divided by the active hour, I'm making almost like $38 an hour. Right. So Wednesday and Thursdays have a lot of traffic. So if you can see that the earnings 165 is really similar to Tuesday, but I spend more time on the road. That means that with a lot of traffic, I don't get to earn as much because the traffic slows you down, right? Because you spend more time on the road than actually getting people to the destination faster. Okay, so Wednesdays and Thursdays is the worst, to be honest. If you look at Thursday, again, I spend 8 hours online. That means like 4 hours before for the commute time in the morning, 4 hours after work, the afternoon commute time, in the afternoon and evening. So, like I said, the dollar per hour is not as great as the Tuesday one. The Tuesday one is super great, right? Okay, now looking at Friday. I only drove 2 hours, well, almost 3 hours. At this point, my body is like, no, this is too much. So having a driving schedule like this with the 9 to 5 job is so hard to sustain this kind of lifestyle. I only did this one time. Man, I feel like that's no life. I had zero life from Monday to Friday because I spent like 16 hours outside of my house doing stuff. And by the time I get home, shower, eat, I only have 6 hours of sleep per day on a good day. Okay, let's talk about the weekend, okay? I know many Uber drivers love to drive in the weekend, like Friday nights or Saturday nights. even Saturday morning or Sunday mornings, because there are so many party goers that needs ride during the nighttime and even in the morning time, right? But for me, I don't really like dealing with drunk people or party goer, because I don't want to have my car have vomits in the back seat. So I kind of avoid driving Friday nights and Saturday nights for the party goers. Not discriminating, I just don't want my car to be messed up. So my strategy on the weekend is to only drive in the morning. And you can see, here you go. On the Saturday, look at this statistics right here. I earn only $90, okay? But I only spend 2 hours and 55 minutes, let's say 3 hours, online. My active hours only 2 hours. What's that mean? That means that I'm earning, if you look at the active hour per money dollar amount per active hour, I am earning more than $40 an hour. Even you divided the dollar amount earned per online time, I'm making $30 an hour. That's a very good day. With the least amount of time, making the most amount of money on the weekend. Because usually on the weekend, they have flights going out from the San Francisco. They have usually in the weekends they have flights going out from the San Francisco airport SFO to other places around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Right, those flights, you will get rides from my area or 10 miles from my area to San Francisco, and that alone is already like a $45 ride already, plus the tips on top. Usually, people go on the long rides like this, they will the higher chance they will make you a tip, right? Because it's a long ride, right? You're talking about like an hour ride at least, right? But the traffic, there's no traffic on a weekend morning. Like Saturday morning, Sunday mornings, there is no traffic, right? So you can get the passenger to their destination very fast. And after I drop off the passenger in the airport, I'll drive from the airport back to my home and pick up the passengers along the way around the area. And I stop working, no matter what. I will stop driving around 9:30. That's it for me. I'm just calling it a day. So usually my weekend I think for Saturday and Sunday, I just wake up at 6, and then I drive to a small town near me, and then I can just pick up the rides from that area to the airport. And then after the airport, I just pick some passenger up along the way back home. And as you can see on Saturday, I only spend 3 hours on the road. So from like around 6:15 to like 9:30 ish, I'm done. I'm turning my app off and just driving home and enjoy the rest of the day with my family and the kids. Right? You still got to live, right? So look at Sunday. So Sunday I got I got greedy. So Sunday I got greedy because I drove for 4 hours and 20 minutes, right? And the dollar to hour ratio for the online time, I'm making $30 an hour. Active time, maybe about almost close to $40 an hour. That's pretty good. So I know that sacrificing the weekend morning suck, right? You still have to wake up in the morning, but the payoff is the best during the weekend. Now let me talk about the work-life balance with the full-time job, 9 to 5 full-time job, and driving Uber, earning an extra $1,000 a week. Whew. I would say that's no better. You have no life during the weekdays, and the weekend with this formula, I can at least enjoy the weekend a little bit with my family. But you still have to wake up early every single day. Would I do this again? I would probably do this again if I really need the money to pay the bills, or I want to save up for something that I really want. I remember in this year in April, I was trying to pay off this car, so I don't have any car payment anymore. So that's why I was driving like crazy for like a month or two. To make $1,000 a week on top of your 9-to-5 job, it is insane. It's pretty hard. Is it worth it? I know some people can go all out and drive throughout the day during the weekend. But to be honest though, in the weekends, it's kind of hard to find rides from, I don't know, from like after 10 o'clock in the morning to like 4 p.m. That's like, I tried a couple times. I barely find any rides at all in my area, at least. So I'm not sure if that's a good way to earn money, right? From the dollar amount to your time. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I make $1,000 driving Uber on top of a 9-to-5 job. Let me know in the comment sections if you have drive Uber and how much money do you make. Do you drive full-time or part-time like me, or you're just curious of how much money you can make with Uber? If you find this video to be informative and entertaining, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, guys. Alright, until next time, you have a wonderful day. Bye.